Baby, 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 y'all get in here and like and share this live. Let me go ahead and get some shares out of the way myself. Hey, nosy neighbors, how are you? I need every single person to get in here and like and share the live. Now, let me see if I can go over here. Let me get some shares in real quick, y'all. But I need everybody to come on in and like and share. Let's give this whole liking and sharing about no more than 10 minutes because I'm ready to get right into it. I'm not probably going to be on, well, it's still going to be at least an hour I'm going to be on, but I'm not going to be on. Child, y'all know the other day we was on 6 hours. Child, I got a little sleepy. Maybe 6 hours. So get in here, like and share the live. And if you do not know how to share the YouTube because that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be. Share the YouTube. If you don't know how to share the YouTube, you can go to my Facebook page. I just posted the YouTube link. You can share it from there. Can everyone please come on in? Ooh, shit. Somebody know how to get the party started. I think that's my girl. Everybody like and share the live. I'm going to get to the Cash App in just a second. Can everybody please come on in and like and share? I am sharing myself. Let me go over here. How are you? Hey, everybody, come on in, come on in, come on in. Baby, come on in, child. Come on in, child. All right, I'm still sharing myself. I'm still sharing myself and tagging. I saw somebody ask somebody to tag somebody, so don't forget to tag a friend. Tell them we are live. Share the live. Share the live to the groups that you're in, y'all. Please share the lives to the groups. Share the lives to all of the groups that you're in, please. Share it to your personal page. Share it all across the town. Will you, won't you, will you? All right, I'm sharing myself. I need everybody to like and share. Okay. All right, so I got about a couple of more shares. I'm going to check in with y'all with the shares, and then we're going to get right into it. How many people have liked and shared the live? Put a number 77 in the chat if you have. Please let me know. If you shared the live, put a number 77 in the chat. Share it to the groups that you're in. Share it to your personal page. Share it all across the town. Tag a friend. Tell them to come on in. We is live. We is live. We is live. We is live. So I was minding my good business. And I got a phone call today. And okay, so let me see if I can share a couple of more. Let me share here. Let me share here. All right, has everybody liked and shared? Let me come back over. I'm sharing. I can't even see the screen right now. So let me come back over so I can see where we are. Hey, everybody. As y'all are coming in, please go ahead and like and share the live. Let me scroll up. Let me scroll up. Diana Caleb, the first person in the building. Hey, my love. And then I heard something. Let me see. Vicky P, my girl, thank you so much. She says, happy Monday. Vicky P, the first person in the building with the Cash App. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate you so very much. Diana Caleb, the first person in the building. Denise Williams, Miss Billy. Hey, Miss Billy, how are you? Arlene Jones. Carla Stewart, hello. Cassandra. Hello, hello, hello. Deidre Simmons, Freshly, Deverne Cook, Antoinette Lane. Mama D in the building. Hello. April Saunders, Mary Bacon. Hello. Lady 50. Mabel O'Neill. Hello, hello, hello. Linda Whitaker. Joan Townsend. Anita Williams. Joyce. Teresa is in the building. Hello, 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 hello. Penny Vestina. Hey, how are you? And Characters, I think I said. Listen, I see some of y'all do not have your memberships. You can click on the link to go ahead and renew your membership. Also, Francis, thank you, Francis, for becoming a new nosy neighbor over here on YouTube. I appreciate you so, so very much. The link is pinned. If you need to renew your membership, please do. Also, the link is here too for YouTube. Facebook, if you're over on Facebook, we will be on YouTube. So I need you to come on over. Let me see if I can see Facebook. Okay, so yes, we're going to be on YouTube. I need you to come on over. Let me put the link in the chat. Come over to YouTube. Okay, the link is in the chat, Facebook. We're about to go ahead and go over to YouTube. Kathy Love, I see you on Facebook. Come on over to YouTube, my love. Let me end this. Okay, cool. So that is done. And I can close that. Okay, cool. Let me come back over here. Hey, Penny, Laverne Cook, Denise Williams, Miss Perfection is in the building. So hello, one, hello, all. Hello, one, hello, all. Y'all come on in and like and share this live. Again, for the live, if you can support, I would definitely appreciate it. I see somebody say Lacondas. Hey, Lacondas. Oh, there she go. Lacondas in the building. Please like and share the live. If you can support via Cash App, please do. If you prefer to send a super chat or a super sticker, you can do that as well. Hello, Jeray. How are ya? Jeray in the building. Let me see. I saw some green stickers. Let me see here. I got to go down further. Simone Forster. Yvette, hello, hello, hello. Carla B, I think I said. Trish is in the building. Hey, Trish. Thank you for coming on through. Lily Coleman. Ken MC is in the building. I'm seeing some new people, or maybe I haven't seen you in a while, so come on in. I thank y'all for coming on. We're about to get started in just a second. Actually, about 5 minutes or less. Hello, one. Hello, all. Come on in and like and share. Where is those? Oh, here we go. Nosy AF been a member for 19 months. If you don't have a membership, get you one. Pay them HOA fees for the Nosy neighborhood. Yes, we love it here. And the tea is always hot and fresh. Thank you so much, Nosy AF. Hey, she spoke for herself. Y'all better renew them memberships. If your membership have fell off, click that link that I pinned or the link that I just put in the chat. Hey, and come on out of the bushes and become a new member. Please do so. Hey, love, how are you? Positively Travels is in the building. Vicky P's been a member for 23 months. Baby, almost 2 years. Vicky P been rocking with me. She said, I love my HOA. P. Whaley, 28 months, over 2 years. Thank you, P. Whaley. I appreciate y'all so very much. And like I said, I see some of y'all memberships have fallen out. Go ahead and click on that link and renew your membership. Penny is posting the Cash App. Thank you so much, my love. As we're getting into it, wait a minute. She says, prayers up for YouTube creator incident in Las Vegas yesterday. Brown Sugar, what happened? I did hear something about Vegas, but I didn't know I didn't know exactly what happened. I heard something about Vegas. Carla Stewart been a member for 28 months. She says, Nosy AF right now. Pay your HO fees. I love our community. Hey, Denise Williams, 28 months. I love it here. Bags in the Attic, 29 months. Baby, y'all showing out. Miss Billy, 24 months, 2 years and counting. I love y'all so very much. Dr. Thomas, 22 months. Hey, the members be in the building, so y'all get y'all memberships. Okay, so we're about to get straight into it. As y'all are listening, please support the live in whichever way you would like. I would prefer the Cash App. So I got a call, right? So Patricia was worried because she got a phone call today and she wasn't quite sure what the phone call was about. Well, Okay, let me just play the damn recording. So let me say this too. I tried to get Patricia back on the line. She said earlier today she would call me back in an hour. She has not. I have messaged her back, and I haven't heard from her. Rika Smith for 26 months. Love you long time. Hey. Roz Dixon, 28 months. She loves it here. I love you here too, my love. Miss Philly McBroom, 22 months, almost 2 years. Dorothy Thomas, 22 months. Miss Billy, 2 years and counting. I love y'all so very much. So she got a phone call, and I don't know if it was an investigator or whatever. I'm just going to play the recording. So listen, I'm going to say this too. Now, Georgia is a one-party consent recording state. I consent to the recording. That's number one. Number two is, I'm so sorry to tell you, but this lady has caused so much shit and told so much lies. You know, people come to me sometimes and I give them their option of whether they want to be recorded and all of this stuff, right? It's been too much going on with this situation, so it is what it is. But, you know, I do give people that fair option if they're coming and it's not this much shit they've started and lied about. Okay, Tracy Franklin, 12 months. Hey, it's been a year in the building. Tracy Franklin, yes, my love. Thank you. Mama D starting the super chats out. Thank you so much, Mama D. I appreciate you, my love. Linda Coleman, 26 months and still hanging. Hey, I appreciate the members that get their membership. And baby, the membership ain't never went nowhere. All right, let's go. Let me share my audio so y'all can hear. Hold on. Let me share my audio so y'all can hear. Okay. So let me know if y'all can hear. I'm finna start playing.
Kept texting me because she in California. She gonna take me to court because I had you on her live, and that's invading her human rights.
Okay, can y'all hear that? Before we get deep down into it, can y'all hear that? Let me see what y'all are saying. Let me make sure y'all can hear before we get too far into it. Okay, y'all said yes. Okay, cool. Let me play.
And that is something else. She said, you going down since you won't tell on Carmen to tell you.
You said because you had her on my live. What? I don't understand that.
That's what she think I did, and I didn't.
Because how can you have her on my live?
Thank you. And that's what's in all the text messages. I said, can you please stop texting me? Is this all you have to do is to text me all day long?
But see, Miss Patricia.
Tell me you going down, dummy.
So let me tell you. So this part right here is gonna be talking about 2, 3, 4 people in the conversation. But this part right here is somebody, I guess she met off the internet, I assume, who she thought was a friend or calls friends. It's one of those people, and she's beginning to find out that the person might be just as crazy or even crazier than she is, right? So let's keep going. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna be very serious, and you can hear me or you cannot hear me.
Please do.
But when you start this stuff that some of this stuff you started now.
I know it.
This is now too much for you. You know what I'm saying? So imagine for the people who you started it for, it was too much for them because it wasn't true. And now it's too much for you. And so that's why this stuff should have never happened. And it never should have been told the stuff that wasn't true.
And see, they mad at me. They said because I should have never talked to you. I said, but Carolyn, he going over there lying, and he finally busted her in a lie.
But Carolyn talked to me. Are they mad at Carolyn? Nikki talked to me. Are they mad at Nikki?
Not gonna find out. They're friends with Carolyn. The lady said she's a lawyer. They good friends, and their job is to take a village to take me, Carmen, Tay down, and you. In one of her text messages, she got, I paid you. I said, why would I pay Donnell?
Now,
she
see,
said,
now,
you can afford my text if you
Miss
want
Patricia.
to.
So now Patricia done paid me. I tell you, if these fucking loony bins don't go somewhere and turn themselves in and put on that white jacket, I don't know what to tell them. Hold on, let me tell you. Now you see how the lies, now they lying on you. You was lying on somebody at one point, but now they lying on you because the things that you're telling me, not even true. When you called me the other day and said some lady said that I said she work at, I have no idea where no lady work at to this day. And I would
and I know you heard it when she said it. She said you was on down there live making a fool out yourself, called me the B word, this and that. I said, what are you talking about? She said, go back and look at it, because they looking at your stuff. And I told Shelly, I said, Shelly, you know what? Enough is enough. This lady, she was a friend, and she said, I live in California, and I'm bringing people down, I'm this and that. I said, ma'am, now all day yesterday, you see her phone number, texted me, dummy, you a dummy, and you paid down there. I said, oh, now I'm paying down there. Then she said, I'm gay.
Wait a minute, you gay?
That's what I'm telling you, you'd be surprised at the text message. She said, you must like Marion and Carolyn. You must be gay. I said, now you calling me a drunk. You said I paid down there. Now you calling me gay. I said, man, what else you coming with? Why? Find out how much I owe her, and I would give it to her just to stop this.
But see, now the people is you see how crazy people work and telling lies work, because now they're telling them on you. But let me ask you this question. Okay, so how do you know it's a warrant that she took out? That Carolyn took out?
They called my phone.
And said you have a warrant?
They said, man, I speak to Patricia Real. I said, Cooter. They said, well, okay. Her name was like detective, whatever he said his name was. He said, are you available to talk? I said, well, I went home for a little bit because I was frustrated. My pressure was over 205, and I had to leave. Why? He said, well, he said her name. He said she was there, I guess, Friday, and did a warrant. Say she had a thick folder, and then she had videos of me and her going at it. I said, sir, first of all, I got 2 pages that Facebook won't take down because I don't remember the last phone number or my password. So somebody is using that page to act like they really me. I said, but I try to reach out to this woman to ask her, what is it that I owe you? And I will pay you just for you to stop this. I said, she went up. She told me $350.
No,
I said $300.
It was like it was under $160.
That's what the officer told me today. He said, no, it's $141. I said, well, why? He said, yeah, she's trying to. And he was like, I said, seriously? He said, yeah. He said, but she had so many texts between you and her. I said, but we ain't been talking. She refused to talk to me. She go on everybody live, and then she got people boosting her up. Because when she went on her mama live, she said, I want her to tell them, come and tell you, they the ones I want to bring down, but I got to get to Patricia to get to them. See, it's about her getting after them, not really me.
But I know, Miss Patricia, that's why I'm telling you, you never should have started that stuff. I always tell you, can you tell the truth that they never did this? But you still won't do it, because you said, well.
I did tell you that night on your live. I said, Donna, they have never paid me to go after Carolyn and her mama. They never paid me to go after anybody. And I said it, I don't know how many times.
All right, so here she says they never pay her to go after anybody. Not just only what's the Carolyn and whoever and her mother. I heard something. Shawnette, thank you so much for the big cash. She said it's hot in LA. Shawnette, when I tell you don't sit your arse down no time soon, baby, Shawnette be every damn where. And I love to hear about it. Thank you so much, my love. So she says she was never paid to do anything. Now it's gonna be at least 1 or 2 more confessions as we listen. Also, we're gonna get to the bottom of the warrant. So y'all just stay tuned. If you just came in, please like and share the live. We're just getting started with it. The meat and potatoes haven't even happened yet. Come on in here.
And then, like in the text message, tell me you scared of Carmen. Because Carmen gonna whoop your tail off.
But when I talk to you, you say they never paid me to go after Carolyn and her mama. But when I asked you, I said, well, those money orders that you say you got, did they really give them to you? And you would not say no, they did it.
Well, when I had talked to several people before you, they was like, Pat, sometimes you can say something to get yourself really incriminate. And I think that's what I did when I went live. But all I was doing was just trying to say why you keep doing this. And I think it's because I didn't do the charges with her daughter. But some things, like with you, they said, Donna, was you in the car with that girl when she stole that stuff? You're going to say, I don't even know what you're talking about. Right. Because you're not going to incriminate yourself being in a car with somebody that's been boosting all day long. You see what I'm saying?
Because I don't know what they're talking about, because these people on the internet is making up stuff.
She told me you can forward him my text too if you want to. She said, because all you did was gave him, what she say, some balls and a penis. I was like, are you serious, lady? You don't have nothing to do. Then she text me again late. Tell me I'm going down to my town because I like to go out the dumbest like you. And
so
I got
Patricia,
plenty of money to.
Let me ask you this. Now, are they, because I'm a little confused because it's kind of a little bit hard to believe. Are they saying she tried to issue a warrant out on you, or she actually has a warrant out on you?
The man said a warrant. He said she didn't try nothing. And I said, what?
Hey, Lisa, but see, that doesn't make no sense.
He said, well, when can you be available to come down here?
Well, if they have a warrant, look like they would have just came and picked you up and not called you and told you about it. That's not normally how that goes.
No, what happened was they came, I guess they went to my house. I told you down there, everybody thought I was lying. I went to Virginia, and that's where I'm at. Now I got to go back to Georgia.
She in Virginia. I don't care if I'm on the run. Baby, long as I'm next to you. Hey! And if loving you is a crime, baby, she in Virginia. Bitch, Patricia said, you big dummy. She said you issuing a warrant out in Georgia, and she done flew or hopped or skipped or drove or sailed over to Virginia. I don't care if I'm on the run. Yeah, baby, long as I'm next to you. And if loving you is a crime, and if buying them sauces is a crime, bitch, please. I said, baby, I say, baby, I see why y'all say this shit be better than TV. Baby said she in Virginia. Hell, you talking about? Might not never come home. Might not never come home. She in Virginia. Oh shit. Let me keep playing.
Georgia. Because I was trying not to be in her sight because she was bringing her husband and talking about what he was going to do and I ain't never spoke to her husband, never nothing. I'm like, how's she dragging him in? But then again, he got to support his wife. You know what I'm saying?
What did she say her husband was going to do?
Said he was going to get me for harassing, stalking, and bullying and something else. And I said, how can I? So I asked him, the detective. He was like, calm down, stop crying. Because I was crying. And I said, sir, my pressure, I checked, it's 205 over 52. He said, no, please calm down. Please calm down.
Well, I know that bottom number got to be higher than 52.
Well, I think she said 52 or 55. I'm telling you, I can call the doctors and they can tell you too. And I can give you a screenshot of it.
Now, I don't know if I'm sure we got a nurse in here somewhere. I didn't know that. Do that bottom number get to 52? I didn't know that bottom number. Do that bottom number? Can somebody tell me, do that bottom number get to 52? Oh, somebody said yes. Rochelle Brown said yes, the bottom number can get to 52. With those kind of numbers, she's sitting there talking. So somebody said 152. No, but the comment, Jessica, they said yes, it can get to 52. Okay, all right. So y'all cleared that up for me. Hell, somebody said 57. Carla, that's what I thought too. I thought 52, baby. You has been close to being out of here. But they said it can get to 52. Okay, so I learned something. So is that not too low? And when I go to the hospital, bottom number was 39. Dana. So that's like low sugar. I mean, wait a minute, low pressure. 52 is low. Well, Dana done cleared that up because she said her bottom number was 39. Okay, so I didn't know it could go that low without it being like, something devastating or whatever. Okay, so thank y'all for clearing it up because I did not know it could go that low without it being a big problem. Okay, let's keep on going.
The paper that said 205, she said 52 or 55, but I know that number won't 90, 80, 70, 60. I do know that. But see, like I said, she went live one time. My friend said she was cussing me out. She said, "But Pat, she don't even know you, and I see you." I had major surgery done February the 7th. Got documents to prove it. They say, but she was on her live like she was on another phone saying, excuse me, y'all, I'm cussing Miss Patricia out. And my friend said, I would say something. I said, no, don't get yourself blocked. You know I'm in the hospital. I got documents to prove it because I had all my arteries was blocked. So that made them have to do it. They had to go in my right.
Now, and now y'all ain't finna tell me that all arteries, talking about, everyone was blocked. Y'all ain't finna sit and tell me in this chat now that all of your arteries could be blocked. Now, I know God, well, y'all ain't finna support that. One of them, 1, 2, maybe skip a few, but all of them, hell no, y'all better I ain't going for that one. Not all, baby, all of your arteries blocked, baby. You is out of here. Let me go back a little bit.
But see, like I said, she went live one time. My friend said she was cussing me out. She said, but Pat, she don't even know you, and I see you. I had major surgery done February the 7th. Got documents to prove it. They say, but she was on her live like she was on another phone saying, excuse me, y'all, I'm cussing Miss Patricia out. And my friend said, I would say something. I said, no, don't get yourself blocked. You know I'm in the hospital. I got documents to prove it because I had all my arteries was blocked. So that made them have to do it. They had to go in my right leg to do my left leg with a double bypass. But they said she acted like she was cussing me out. And Shelly even knew I was in the hospital. She said, girl, it was so funny. I wanted to tell her so bad that you in the hospital. I said, no, don't worry about it. Let her mama keep bringing my name up. I ain't bothering with her mama. She telling people I'm messing with her grandchildren. And I ain't done nothing with these folks. I ain't done nothing with them or nothing. And like I said, I wish I had a read what was in this stuff. I would have probably paid special to send her stuff back to her. But I didn't. I just wrote, no,
Well, okay, so if she took out a warrant on you, what is the warrant for?
Theft by deception. That's what he told me. Theft by deception, harassment, internet bullying. So she had a folder stuff where she got people live. He said, we didn't have time to look at all the live, but she got corresponding with you admitting that you order stuff. I said, sir, excuse what? I said, it's nothing I can do.
Well, did you do that in the text message or something?
No, I reached out to her. When I didn't even know nothing even came from her because I didn't read none of the stuff. I took pictures and I wrote, return to sender. Because Shelly said, you need to do that just in case they still try to hit you with the bill. So I didn't even know nothing was ordered from her till she sent me an email. She said, Miss Patricia, why did you retake your charge back or something like that? And I was like, what are you talking about? She said, you ordered stuff from me and then you reversed the charges. I said, no, I did not. I said, somebody used the credit card, not just from you, but from other people, and I sent stuff back. Please give it time to come back. She did the thumbs up. So next thing I know, she was on people live saying I order stuff and won't pay her. I never even know she didn't even receive it. And I really believe she did get it. I got emails from different companies telling me
that she got it.
No, I got stuff from different, like when the boxes that I don't know who came from where. On my email, it says, thank you for the return. You will be credited such and such amount. You be credited this amount, credit that amount. And I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah,
but the account is closed because
when they have given you a tracking number?
Why? I didn't go inside. And when the man came, like the mailman, I wish he was here now and making his run. I wish any mailman could tell you, you hand it to him, you got return to center. I guess they just put it back and they send it back to whoever go to. Everybody else got their stuff. I mean, I think everybody, because a lot of times I wasn't even going to the door. When I would go to the door to be nosy, I look down, I'm like, what the hell is this now? I pick it up, I look at it, my name was on it, and I said, I didn't order this. So I wrote on it with a measure marker, and I said, Shelly girl, something came again. I said, I don't know who had a ball, but she said, you need to call and cancel that. So that's what I did. I wrote return to sender. Around 1:30, 2 o'clock, sometime 2:30, I was sitting in the living room with the door open because the mailman always been on his phone, and he's so loud, I guess because he's young. I would run out there. I said, wait a minute, I got some more stuff. He said, why did you send this stuff back? I said, because somebody ordered it under my name, and I didn't. He said, oh, okay. He take it from me, and we turn around. I guess he put it in a basket back there or something. That's all I thought I was supposed to do. But if I knew she had something, hell, I would have paid shipping to make sure she got it personally. So like I told that friend of hers, I said, well, how much is it? She told me, she said, well, now she wants $350. I said, what? I said, I just wanted to stop. And that's what I texted the lady yesterday. I said, please, can you stop? This is getting out of hand. Then she told me, well, I like to get you. I can't wait to get you. And I mean, it was back to back. Then my family over here. So I'm going to spend time with my family, but I am going to get you. And I'm like, oh my God, seriously? I mean, she went on and on right here. Right here, it's back to back. You lied and called down there without my permission. You recorded me. Of course, I contacted authorities to have him to remove it from the internet, but you betrayed my trust.
I have no idea what that lady's talking about.
See, that's what I'm saying. This one's that. Then another one. I said, please, what can we do to resolve this? It's getting out of hand. I will make my best to speak to the police tomorrow and ask them. This before I even knew about the day.
But
then
Patricia,
she said,
why don't you? So I know that I have asked this several times, but what I'm trying to figure out is why don't you try to end all of it and say Carmen Tate never gave you those money orders, never gave you those burner phones. It was all a lie.
You think that's going to really stop Carolyn from doing what she's doing? Like this right here, it says.
I don't think it's going to stop Carolyn, but what's happening right now, what I believe, is that you started a bunch of stuff. And I don't know if you believe in karma or stuff coming back to you, but the lies that you told, and you know there was lies, they're coming back to you. And now people are lying on you.
Yeah, because like she said, my son is a police officer. You don't want no heat from California. So forward all my text messages, and I'm coming with my attorney for you. I have money to put your ass under the effing jail. It's with free RICO. Then she got it. When I'm done with you, but Carmen, Donnell, and Tay would throw you on top of the bus. Watch. I know all her business. So, Miss
Patricia, I'm not standing about that lady who from California. If you're in this situation, do you think if you paid her the $350 that she would drop the warrant? I would like to hear the man say that there is a warrant. Are you sure he said there's a warrant?
Yep.
Are you?
I'm just telling you, I wouldn't be calling you down there this upset and this shaking. And I didn't know who to talk to. That's why I said, can this be off the books? Because I was actually crying. The man said, please calm down. I said, I have stuff where I did not do all that. They said, well, the best thing you to do is have your stuff, because she had a big folder and she had a bunch of stuff that was recordings, but we didn't have time to do the recording. But what she had was enough to do the warrant. And I say, seriously, I don't have no right. He said, no, what you're going to do is when it's time to go to court, you produce what you have. He said, well, I can't explain. He said, you're going to go before the judge. She going to have what she got. You going to have what you have. And I said, but this is getting out of hand. And he said, even them people that's threatening you and texting you, get that, print that out if you ain't already did. Have something to help you, because right now she has a big folder. And I said, well, I offered to even pay anything for her to stop it. And he said she wouldn't settle for that. She wanted double the money. He said, well, that's extortion or something he said. That's exactly what he told me. Right. I said, yeah. He said, but she didn't mention that. I said, because she going after two people that she really don't like. And like she said, they rather drag me to get at y'all. Because that's why I say it's in the text. That's why she said I better not forward the text message to you, or she coming after me.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Miss Patricia. she thinks that she's coming after you because she still believes. That's what I mean by tell the truth. She still believes that Carmen and Tay sent you those money orders. She still believes that Carmen and Tay sent you those burner phones. She still believes that. So it really ain't so much as of about the order. It's about she still believes that story you told her, the lies about this stuff about Carmen and Tay. That's not true. And so that's
But Donna,
why.
let me say this to you though. I've never borrowed with Carolyn, and I never borrowed with her mama. I dealt with Nikki, and they was at it. Nikki never discussed anything bad about Carolyn because she really thought they was friends. Carolyn would tell me, don't trust Nikki. Nikki ain't to be trusted. You hear her call everybody her sister. You don't hear me. I say, how is y'all talking to one another and you telling me these things? She said, stay away from her. Don't deal with her. Nikki's a liar. I'm telling you right now. Nobody never tried to kidnap her kids. Nobody was never in the phone in her car when she was talking. But I've never went out to Carolyn. I never went out to her mom. I never done none of that. So I don't even know why she's saying I was paid to come after them because I never did them no harm.
So what she saying?
I've never threatened her at night. I've never done none of that.
Was she saying that stuff while they were still friends?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And then Nikki said she would get mad at her and say, didn't I tell you not to do this for Miss Patricia? Didn't I tell you not to do that for Miss Patricia? And she was like, well, she can't tell me. And Nikki would be honest with you. Nikki would tell you she done heard Carolyn talk about her, but she just ignored it. But she would tell you Carolyn got mad at her because she wouldn't leave me alone. And Nikki won't talking about nobody. And just like when Nikki came on your side, she said, I want doors to open up, and Donnell's worldwide, and people going to acknowledge him. She said, so I said, you did right to go over there in the bridges with him. You did good. So that's when they start talking about Nikki like a dog because she came on your side. But it's okay if they come over there and lie and spread rumors. But they got mad. Everybody cut Nikki off because she was on time. She went to the ops. The girl was tired, and she's doing a lot better.
Yeah, and that's good.
Carolyn she won't say nothing. She just say, Miss Patricia, I don't have nobody number in my phone no more. She said, but let it go. She said, let it go and move on. She said, because you see what I went through, and she going to keep doing what she doing. Because, Donna, think about it. If it wasn't for the sauce, why Carolyn didn't do the one last year or 6 months ago? See what I'm saying?
Well, it was the sauce. I mean, I will say this. If somebody ordered something and they got it, and they did a chargeback, which means they kind of stole it. And you know, I know you said you sent it back, but she said she didn't receive it. I mean, you know, maybe some people will let it go, but I can understand her not letting it go because basically she feels like you stole her stuff.
And I understand that. You know what? I understand her perfectly if I really had it. See, I'm willing to pay for something that I don't even have just for her to stop. I asked her friend, how much is it? Please tell me so she can stop. She said, well, send me the money and I'll send it to her. How can I trust that?
Hell no.
That's in her text message. She said, send me the money.
And see, this is what I mean. Like you done started more shit than you know about by the lies that you have told. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that to be for real. Because now you got people lying. I don't know them people you talk to, but I know whoever the fuck told you that I said they work at a food depot or whatever the hell they said is a lie. Because I don't know where nobody worked. And I don't even remember you telling me that. If you told me that, I didn't remember it. And still don't.
I have a wonderful job. And you up there telling him this and telling him that. Everybody was laughing. Even he was laughing at you. I said, okay.
But then they said they had proof. But then she said she had proof of that.
Yeah. She said, I'm looking at my tablet. She said, even Donnell was laughing at you.
So what was the proof of me saying where she works at?
That's what she said. She said, go back and look at it. You told him all of that. I said, when? Why would you even come up? She said, oh, I got the proof. She said, I was looking right at my tablet, looking at his live while me and whoever that lady name, I think she said her name Myra or Miriam, whatever the lady name is. She said we was on his live watching you make an ass out of yourself, and everybody was laughing, That's why he kept muting you, because everybody would laugh. He was even laughing at you. She said, we told you leave him alone.
Well, I like I said, as far as me saying something where somebody works at and whatever, that's a lie. I don't know where nobody work at. I don't remember you telling me where nobody work at. But what I will say is I wish that, because first of all, Miss Patricia, and I know you believe in God. So if you believe in God, you believe in, some people call it karma. But in the Bible, they call it reaping what you sow.
I understand that fully.
So if you understand that, you got a lot of lies you done told that need to be cleared up, baby. It do. It really do. Now, you thought it was fun and games, but now these people fucking crazier than you. I probably am trying to be funny. But I'm talking about you really see somebody crazy now. That lady done drove from, where she live at? I don't know, Texas to fucking Georgia for $100 and something fucking dollars.
Yep.
And I don't know how much gas she spent. Shit, that probably $100 something. I could see maybe driving from Texas to Georgia for a couple $1,000. She drove to fucking Augusta for $100 and something dollars. Now who fucking crazy?
And still could have reached out to me and say, hey, instead of me doing that, pay me. Give me some money. See, she keep getting everybody else to borrow with me. And I tried to reach out to her. I said, hey, can we resolve this? Can we just handle this? I said, because I'm not saying that nobody order stuff. I'm just saying the credit card company shut the card down. I can't even use the card. The card, if the account been closed, they told me 60 to 90 days to do their investigations. Right now, the card has been frozen. That card had a $600. That card had a $600 limit on it. That card is frozen. They told me throw it away, cut it up, whatever I need to do. But right now, I can't even use that account.
But let me ask you this.
So what I'm saying is, I could have paid her if I ordered from her.
Well, that might have been the best thing to do before she did what she did.
Yep. Well, I said I was going to call you and talk to you.
And then I was going
to call them and let them know when I'm coming back.
What's them?
I'm going to talk back to I'm going to call to the jail, find out who it was that I spoke to, because I don't remember his name. And I'm going to ask them, if I try to pay, how can I do that, or how do I resolve this? And let them know when I'm coming. When I'm coming, because they told I'm coming. I got to come back because I done spoke to somebody, so I can't ignore it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna.
Well, I ain't asking for you. I'm just saying that I'm gonna call.
So you are in Virginia right now, for real?
Yeah, I left because I was panicking and I didn't really know what to do. And I went, and I won't go on forever. See, they made it seem like I moved.
So just a real quick intermission. We do have where we call and try to get some clarification on the warrant that is coming up. Thank you so much, Miss Billy, for the cash out. She said, for this hot tea, I love you, handsome. I love you back. Listen, if you're just coming in, please like and share the live. If you can support the channel, I prefer you to send the cash app. The cash app has been on the screen. If you prefer to send a super chat or super sticker, you can do that as well. Please support if you can, and let's continue.
Ooh, no, I left to figure out and get my head clear. Plus, that's what I did, and I was like, you know what, let me think, because she come here, and I don't want us to get to fighting. I don't want no scuffle. So I was glad she said on Wednesday she was coming on Friday. That way I left. It ain't but 5.5 hour drive, first of all. And then I came with somebody, and they was like, so what's the problem? When my phone rung, it said private, but when I answered, he said he was a detective. So I was trying to figure out, why would you keep your number private? But I guess they don't want nobody just harassing them. I don't know. And he said, man, I speak to detective. I said,
so wait. Hell no, wait. Hell no. You just said something.
What?
You're saying the detective called you from a private number?
It said private, and I answered. First, I was scared.
Oh, girl. I don't even think that might have been real. I don't even think that was real. Nope. Hell no. Hell no, Patricia.
So I said I was gonna call. I said I you know, I got.
Hell no. There are people. I don't think they call for no private numbers.
Well, I said I was gonna call back after I talked to you because I want to know, did she do it or not?
We need to call right now. We need to call right now down to Augusta and ask them if you have a warrant, because now you done said something when you said that private number. Oh hell
yeah,
no.
it said private. It didn't say unavailable.
This person sounded what? Describe to me how they sounded.
It was a man. He just said he said the
what
name
kind
wrong.
Of man?
He said his name was Detective. I'm trying to think of his name. I'm trying to really think. I don't want to say the wrong name.
What kind of man did he sound like?
He sounded like he could have been white. Then again, everybody has a little voice. You know what I'm saying?
Well, y'all say I sound white, and I don't think I sound white at all.
Well, you don't sound like you're all the way black. You know how some black, you used to black me, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I was like, he was like, are you in Augusta? And I said, first of all, who was just asking me where I'm at?
Tell me exactly what the man said. I'm going to be quiet.
He said, are you in Augusta? And I said, first of all, I don't even know who this is. Want to know my whereabouts. And that's when he said he was Detective so-and-so. He said he had a report that was done on me. And I said, what? He said, but it got approved for a warrant. I said, a warrant for what? He said, Carol, whatever her name is, did a warrant. He said she had a stack of folders real thick of me admitting that I ordered stuff from her and I won't go pay her. So she had some couple of videos where we were back and forth and on People Live, this and that. I said, excuse me, really? He said, yes. He said, so if you're not, you would need to come in and surrender yourself. And that's when I started crying when he said surrender. And I was like, seriously? All this stuff she's been doing and all this, he said, and I kept going. He said, calm down. Because I just started crying. I said, I can't believe she was allowed to even do that to me. I said, I tried to reach out to her. I offered whatever it is that I owe that she want me to pay her, and she said $350. He said, that's not the report. The report says $141. That's what he told me. He said, and I said, she said $350. And that's when he told me what that word was, Extortion. He said, no, that's extortion. He said, if you have that in writing on any kind of text message, you need to have all of that, because once y'all go before...
Do you have it in writing?
I think it might be on my email. I'm going to look, because even her friend told me, and I told him, I said, I got stuff in my phone where some lady that I've never met been threatening me. And he said, what? I said, yeah, she has people they actually doing it on my private phone. And this lady didn't have nothing to do yesterday but to text me every 3 minutes. And I asked her to please stop it. And she kept coming back calling me a dummy, said a fish was smarter than me. He said, well, I said, yes, I'm telling you. She said, I don't want to be hurt by her. She ain't nothing to play with. She got plenty of money. And it's going to take a village to take me down, and they forming a village to get me. He said, well, you need to have all that kind of stuff. I said, yeah, I don't even know this person. But it's somebody that knows her. And that's how it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I said, but I can't believe that she was able to do that without hearing my side. I said, I got pictures of stuff that was ordered, and I gave it back to the mailman. It said return to sender. He said, you got the pictures? I said, I have them in my phone. Every time I wrote on a box or a bag, I took a picture of it. And I was told to do that because I hadn't even thought about doing that. But I never read.
Patricia, I want to call down to, I'm going to tell you something. Every time this stuff has come up and somebody said it was a private number, it ain't been real. I can't tell you that's going to be the case now, but I don't think these people call from no private numbers. So I want to call down to Richmond County, because that is the county, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sheriff's Department, you can ask them if you have a warrant. They're going to
ask you the courthouse. You had to call the courthouse. That's who had the warrant. The sheriff, I guess they the one investigate. I don't know.
Well, I know. I'm going to call the sheriff's office because that's normally who has the stuff. The sheriff, they're the ones who come pick you up. So they was the ones who had the stuff. I'm going to call down there because you can ask them, this is what you tell them because we've done this before. Somebody called me from a private number. Tell them that first because they probably going to tell you they don't call from a private number and tell them you can't remember the name. But they said that you have a warrant because of, that don't give them no big story because they don't like to hear all that long stuff. But tell them somebody said you have a warrant and you're trying to see if this is real or not. I'm finna call them. Hold on. Because I don't believe that's... I'm starting... When you was telling me, at first I was like, okay. But then... Hold on, can I do this on this? I don't know if I can do this.
I'm going to look it up too.
Okay, I'm finna hang up and call you right back.
All right.
Okay, bye. All right, so let me get to where I think she calls me back, and then she already has the people on the phone. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Woo! I see something. Thank you, CJ. If it was fraud and she returned the items like she said she did, what's the problem? All she was trying to do is give them proof of the return. The post office should have given her a record. It doesn't make any sense. Thank you so much, CJ. And I go into that with her a little bit too. Thank you for supporting. Listen, you all don't have to send a certain amount on anything, but the Cash App is a little dry. So if you can support the channel, please do. If you prefer Super Chat and Super Sticker, you can send that. Let me get to the part of the recording. Hold on. Let's see. Let me get to the part of... Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Let's see. So it was a little minute before she called back. I'm trying to find the exact spot. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me share screen and share the audio. Okay, here we go, y'all. All right, so she calls and she calls me back. And y'all should be able to hear just a second. Here we go.
Brother on the phone, and he said they don't usually call from private numbers, so there's no way you can look my name up or anything. No, they do not call. We will not call you from a private number to notify you whether or not you have a warrant. I'm not sure who called you or why they gave you a call, but that's not something that we would do. If you needed to know whether or not you had a warrant, you can go down to the sheriff's office here in Augusta at 400 Walton Way. Just go with some type of form of identification, and let them know that you're looking to request maybe a background check, and they will let you know whether or not there's something that's concerning on your background. So they won't tell me over the phone either. I need to come there with ID. Yes, ma'am. Well, I thank you for answering my question.
And what department is this that we're speaking with?
The warrant office.
Oh, so y'all, this is the warrant office. So y'all can't tell her over the phone if she has a warrant or not.
No, we can't.
But that private phone call is not, that's what I was telling her. I don't think y'all would have called from a private number.
No, not at all.
Right. Y'all just would have pulled up on her. Pull up on her. Clink, clink. Pull up on her. Clink, clink. The hell?
No mind. She told me that they gave me the person name that took the warrant out on me. They say, but I need to come and turn myself in. Somebody applied for a warrant against you? This isn't a warrant from like the sheriff's office? They say somebody came and they
applied, yes.
Georgia. And somebody came, her name was Carolyn something, and she did, they had to talk with her to figure out whatever she had, and she got approval to do a warrant on me. What's your name? My name, Patricia. I don't know if she did it under Catrell or right, but he called me Cutrell. Patricia, Cutrell, that's my maiden name. Okay. So, I actually just took care of this situation. There's not a warrant. What we do are pre-arrest hearings where you and the person who applied against you come before the judge at a later date. And she has some things that she alleges against you. So you'll come to court and she will come to court. And that day, your court date will be August 1st. So she did do it. Okay. Thank you so much. She applied, but you do not, as far as I'm concerned, and with this situation, there's not a warrant that's placed against you in this situation. She just applied so that way you guys can come to court and speak with a judge. So when y'all get to court, she's going to present whatever evidence that she has. The judge will determine that day in court whether or not she has enough probable cause to issue you a warrant that day. But as of right now and with this situation, there's not a warrant. It's just a pre-arrest hearing. Pre-arrest hearing, okay. Yeah. So I guess she had somebody playing on the phone again, lying about turning myself in. No, there's nothing for you to turn yourself in. You'll actually receive, I just put it in the mailbox. You will receive a notice in the mail at the address that was provided.
Okay, hold on, because I don't... Hold on. Okay, let's see. All right, so let me go. Let me bring it back. So okay, so of course you heard she does not have a warrant. In Augusta, they do a application. Then you get a court date. You come before the judge. Y'all present everything, and then the judge decides from there. So let me. There was some more to the conversation, so let me go back and play. Which will you computer? You thought. Now, Miss Patricia, I do say stuff a funny way now. Now, you might have thought your ass was crazy, but now you done met some real ass crazy ass people. These niggas crazy, for real. These niggas is crazy. You might have thought you was starting some shit, but now they starting some shit.
And then putting all coming, I paid you. I say, what? Where are you getting that from?
They getting it from their head. Like where did the rest of the people get the shit from? They making up shit because they ain't got shit to do.
Because I tried to reach out to that
but girl. You know what? And if anybody want to tell these kind of lies, you and all of them too, I include, you need to write a fucking stage play. You need to write a book, a fictional book. You need to put this imagination to work for profit and stop. But Miss Patricia, I ain't trying to be funny, but do you realize how much people's lives you can mess up with a lie?
I understand what you're saying, Donnell. You always got on me once I done wrong. I let you chastise me. Ain't no wrong with that. It's just a mess. And like I said, I'm scared to even reach out to her.
What's her name? Carolyn?
Yeah, I'd rather just give her money. I mean, I don't have the product. If she, you know what, if I thought she would have came friendly, I wouldn't have left. I would have let her come in my house. I would have let her search my house, and I would have just sat on down and let her go through my stuff. And I would have sat there and say, huh, here you go.
Well,
I'm
going to tell you this. I don't think it's about that with her. I do think that she's a small business, and I'm not saying she's broke because I don't know her pockets. You know, obviously she's not that broke. She just drove from Texas to Georgia. Now, I don't know if I would have drove that far, but I think she's heavy on that principle that she feels like you or whoever else, somebody, ordered something that went to your house. She never received the products back, so she feels like you or whoever stole from her. Now, she seems to be serious about it. Now, the thing about her still thinking that some kind of way is going to get back to Carmen and Tay, she's still delirious about that. But she's not delirious about getting her money back for those products. So the best
and I don't mind paying her.
So the best I can tell you is what I would recommend, and I don't know if this is, you know, I'm not a lawyer. Find a way to send her money back. When you
take a picture of it.
Take it when you get to court, you have a thing. You could tell the judge that there's been a lot of drama. Now I'm gonna tell you this: if you go to that judge talking about you that order that stuff, that might not. You know, some of the lies don't sound good. I'm just gonna tell you now. Some of the lies don't sound good, baby. It don't sound good. It sound like now. You know who the lies sound good for? The other niggas that's mentally challenged. But to people who are more aware, like I knew you was lying about Chef and Tay. I just kept telling you that. You know what I was lying about? Or you was lying about Chef and Tay? I ain't trying to be funny. I'm trying to be for real. I'm a smart ass guy.
I know you is.
So if Chef and Tay was to pay somebody, you said one time $3,000, one time $2,500, I don't know, $5,000. I would like to believe they would pay me that before they would pay you. What the hell?
I'm listening to you. I know when to be quiet and listen.
So that was my whole thing. I knew you was lying. What the hell, Barry? People always say they paid me. They always talk about they paid me. Just like that lady said you paid me. They always say they have not paid me shit. And for me to believe that they paid you above me, all y'all ass would have been crazy. Because where is my... And if they paid you 5, I need 28. The hell?
Well, Donnell, if Nikki had a cane like she said she was, and I got copies from that place because they told her that I had to bring her.
So you're still saying
so what I'm trying to tell you, if they didn't send it to me, who sent it to me? Please answer that question.
No, Miss Patricia, you deserve everything you get, baby.
No, I'm being honest with you. I'm being
honest with you too. Stop lying. You know Carmen and Tay didn't pay you that money. Come on now. You sit here with all of this shit up against your ass and you still telling lies?
Okay. I did cash money order. Okay, you're right. It didn't come from them. I don't know where it came from, but I did cash. Nikki called the check cashing place herself.
But you know
she asked the question. She asked the questions. Do they still have the copies? The lady told her yes. She said, but she said, what do we do to get copies? She said, the person name that's on them, which is mine, need to come in with an ID.
Well, let's get down to the nitty gritty of that. You had 2 money orders that somebody gave you, but you know that it wasn't from Chef or Carmen or Tay.
Okay.
No, not okay. I'm for real.
All right, and I'm listening to you. I just wish I could retract everything that's ever been done this whole year. I really do.
Man, retract. It's time to do it. I'm ready to do it right now. Because right now, that's not incriminating you. That's going to set you free. Right now, you got a lot of shit that you done did, Patricia, that is on your ass right now. And you need to tell the truth so that can set you free. To pay that lady her money. When you get to court, you can say, Your Honor, it was a lot going on, whatever. I can help you say what I feel like you need to say. You don't pay her money, so there's nothing else to talk about at that point. Maybe she wouldn't even come because you don't pay her the money. But you need to tell the truth about this shit you started on the internet, because now people are starting shit on the internet about you.
Yep.
It's coming back to bite you in your ass. And you know when I can't say when it's gonna stop, but I know what will help the situation is you were to tell the truth. Tell the truth. You lied about it. You lied about it. I don't know why you lied about it. Tell us all why you lied about it. Tell the truth, Miss Patricia. I've been trying to tell you this for the longest. In this life, and you believe in God, and I know you do, but you let whatever little piece of your head tell you something because maybe you was bored, maybe whatever. I don't fucking know. But the shit when you keep saying it's got out of hand, you fucking right. It's got out of hand. And you guess what? It's not fair to Carmen. It's not fair to Tay. The shit you said about me wasn't fair to me, but I won't stand about the shit because I know me and my mama got a good relationship and all of this stuff. But it's not a game when you come online on people because guess what? Now you might have see this what happened. You might have told a lie to somebody who either wasn't gonna believe it or wasn't gonna. These people picked up what you said and they tried to take it as far as they can. They tried to issue a warrant on Carmen. They tried to get a case on Carmen and Tay. They tried to do whatever they can with that lie you told. And what if they was able to be successful? Would you have any remorse about that? Now they're trying to do the same thing to you. Now you see how it feels. Come on now. We got to stop this stuff. Tell the truth about this shit. It's time. It's past time. And now the people who you've been talking to, and the reason I said, I probably did say some stuff about that lady who you've been talking to because she called me or whatever. She full of shit too. I know a fucking full of shit person when I hear one. She about dress, drama, and telling fucking lies too. That lady. She trying to outshine you with your fucking lies. She's no fucking good. That lady. I know a no good nigga when I hear one. I don't give a fuck if she hear me say it about it. I say it on the line. She ain't no good. She try to play like, oh yeah, you know, but she fucking up to no good too. She bored too.
Yep, I ended that friendship or whatever it was. I ended it because, like I told her.
All right, hold on. All right, so she later on says, I don't know anybody with the name, anybody who self-professed that they got a black heart can't come and tell me a muck thing in the chat about nothing. You take you in your black ass heart, and I don't know if you was born that way or if it's by way of cigarette or by way of nicotine, but you take you in your black ass heart out of my chat. Oh, well, no, you can stay in the chat because you ain't bother me. But let me tell you something. I ain't manipulating no fucking about it. I am trying to tell somebody to tell the truth. So if that's the manipulation you talk about, yes, I want her to tell the truth. But in terms of manipulating to cause her to lie, no, I'm not. So you take you in your black heart, your brain probably just as black and void on somewhere and get you some understanding, because if you believe the shit Patricia has said, you just as stupid as she is. Your brain black, your heart black, I bet your lips black, your toenail bed probably black, and everything black. Get your black ass on here, leave me the hell alone. Now, what I was saying was, so she did say that somebody else sent her the money orders, right? Which we already knew over here. So she did say somebody else sent her the money orders. So everything that she basically said has been a lie. I'm gonna open up the StreamYard for just a second. If somebody wants to come on, I'm not gonna be on long. Listen, Cash App dry, Super Chat dry. If you can support the channel, please do. If anybody wants to come on for a quick second, here is the link. Now take your black hard ass on somewhere and sit down. Toenail bed black. And I can't stand when it's a black toenail bed. You talking about why am I? Hold on. Why am I? Wait a minute. I just seen her say something. Why disrespect me? Then you just come on and say that I'm manipulating her to lying for Chef and Tay? Because you lying on me. That's a lie. Hell, you come in here lying on me. That's a fucking lie. That I'm manipulating her to lying on Chef and Tay. Wasn't that what your comment said? So if you can state your opinion, why I can't state my opinion that I think your toenail bed is black? The hell? Oh, now she said that's not what she said. Let me go back up and find that comment because I know good and damn well that's what she said. Hold on. Now she don't remember what she said. This what you Darnell playing mind games with Patricia to get her to clear Chef and Tay name. It said, ain't that what the fuck I just said you said? Now you ain't gonna turn my fucking heart black and my mind black dealing with your black girl. I'm not finna do it. I know I just said that what you said. Now you said that and what you said like I didn't read what you said when you said it. If you don't leave me alone. Now you don't even know what you said and you just said it. What the hip hop hell? Who it must have been your dark heart that typed that since you didn't know you just said it. What the hip hop hell? Oh. Now she said it's a typo. Okay, so what did you mean to type? What did you mean to type? Because that's what you typed, and that's what I read. I typed this. I read exactly what you typed, love. So retype it again so we can read it correctly. Because I ain't gonna make like I can't read. Let me see. Somebody said dark hair might be Patricia. I mistype it, not here to disrespect anyone. Okay, Dark Heart. Well, if you mistyped it, I just read it how you typed it. And so I still don't know what you mean. I come in peace. Okay, cool. Well, if you come in peace, I just want to show you what you typed. And if you come in peace, even though you didn't really tell us what you meant, I'm going to accept that. But I just read what you typed, and I responded according to what you typed. Oh, shit. I just responded to what you typed, okay? So if you didn't mean no harm, I didn't either. But I just responded to what you typed. And that's what I did. Now, somebody want me to play this. I don't know who that said.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Somebody in the chat said they wanted me to. Miss Benson said she wanted me to play that. Okay. And I just wanted to play it because that's what she had asked me in the chat. Okay. Okay, that's what they had asked me in the chat. But anyway, I want y'all to, some of y'all who do not have your memberships, I do not see your badges by your name. I'm putting the membership back in the chat. Need y'all to renew your memberships. I put the stream out if anybody wanted to join. All of the things. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I didn't want this to be a very long live. I'm getting ready to get off of here. But anybody want to renew their membership real quick, just let me know. And all of the things. Thank you, love. Thank you, Miss Darlene. I need some of y'all who either have not become members. I think the cheapest membership is $6.99, if I'm not mistaken. I need some of y'all who have never become members or who need to renew your membership to hit that membership link and become a member on YouTube while we're on right now. Now, Ruby C said, you made a few comments, not that one you meant to say how you said it. Now, that's what Miss Ruby C said, okay? Dennis, I've been a member since May. I don't know why I can't get my badge. Dana, do you have more than one YouTube page? Because on this YouTube page, you're not a member because the membership badge is not beside your name. So I guess with one of my other supporters, she had 2 YouTube pages. And if that's the case, you have to log in on the page where you joined your membership. Y'all say them chargeback on the sauces must be something serious. I want to say that was $150 or something like that. I think it's under an email I don't use. Oh, okay. I don't know, but that's the only way to get if you have a membership under that name, you will have to come in under that name. All y'all crazy motherfuckers that believe Tan Chef had anything to do with this, please go take a mental break because y'all screws got to be loose. Okay, Tara. And how many times do we got to prove this stuff over and over and over and over again? Over and over and over again. This just something that just like I told Merle. This is just something that your daughter brought back up. And when nobody talking about these people. Hey, Miss Smith, how are you? Most businesses take an L on products. Driving from Texas to Georgia to find them sauces is a waste of several stops, gases, and hotel. But see, Carla, that's what I told her. I think part of it is that Carolyn still in her mind thinks that Chef and Taste still has something to do with Patricia at overall period. So somehow I think she thinks, at least that's the only thing that I can make sense of, because somebody in the chat said, why didn't she dispute the chargeback? Baby, dispute the chargeback, show them your tracking number and the shit, but I really do feel like she still believes that Carmen and Tay has something to do with Patricia. So some kind of way from her driving to Texas to Georgia to get Patricia for the chargeback, which if at the best would be like a misdemeanor, is going to have some type of opening, like the windows of information is going to open now of something about Chef and Tay. When I have said and keep saying, the lady is just as delusional as you found out she is. And she made the whole thing up. Make believe, imaginary, make pretend. The hell? Let me see what y'all talking about. Let me see. Let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all say pages. I'm not to try to figure it out. I'm going to try to figure it out. Okay. Miss Perfection. What the helly? This I'm gonna tell you to pay your answer there. Okay. Look at her backpedaling to come through Darnell. You broke her ass. Okay. Tell the truth. Patricia be killing me because she said it several times that they never paid her. Then she turned around and tries to play around about a money order. If this lady don't go watch As the World Turns, okay. That's why I said, oh, you still playing. You deserve everything that happened to you because you still playing. So now she's saying, oh, somebody sent me the money order, but it wasn't them. Girl, we know. We know. But now the world know. But you know what? They so crazy. They'll say, I guess they'll say I paid her to, they'll probably say I paid her to say that, knowing them. They so stupid in the mind. That's why I say it's all of these stupid people linking up together, being a pile of fucking stupid. One big pile of stupidity. This woman is delusional. Yes, she is. Thank you for letting me know, Darnell and Penny. I'm going to get it figured out this week. Hopefully, yes. So I guess we will not. Darnell, hold on, let me see. I just read a comment. I'm not doing that with y'all. And she's going to try to bring their names up in court, and the judge is going to shut her ass down. Exactly. Darnell, you did you find out the case was closed in Houston? So, Laverne, I was working on that today, and then I got these long calls about this stuff. So I will work on it again tomorrow. Darnell, why can't Patricia just say straight that she can? Why can't Patricia just say straight out that she doesn't nor have any dealings with Chef and Tay? Tell her to say it straight out and say the money orders didn't come from them. Michelle, I have tried to do that. I tried to do that today. So this is the most that I've been able to get her to confess, because that's what it is, that she's making it up. She's doing it little by little, but for whatever reason, and today I thought that she would come on and just confess, tell the lies that you told, because now you deserve everything that's happening to you, because you lied on other people. We know who sent the money orders, and it certainly wasn't Chef and Tay. She is covering for somebody else. Lord Jesus. This is all my children. One life to live as the world turns. Yes, she still believes Chef and Tay were involved. They all around driving a small yellow bus. Exactly. The truth. Tell the truth. You never knew Chef and Tay. They never said anything about the girl child, and they never gave you no damn money. Just tell the truth. Exactly. All of them a bunch of drunks, including Patricia. My God, on today. Blame it on the Patricia gonna blow the whistle when she in front of that judge. Yeah, she gonna blow it all right on her ass. More like Days of Our Lives. All right, y'all. So I'm about to get off here. I didn't want this live to be too long. If you're catching that replay, you can still support the channel. I will see y'all on the next live. I'm going to try to actually come on tomorrow. So hopefully I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Bye.